I'm Angela Broyles, and I'm here today with Historical Truth 101 Videography Project. And I'm at New Orleans in Louisiana at the World War II
Museum.
National World War II Museum. I'm with Mr. Ross Gamble.
Right.
And I'm so excited to get to hear your story today, Mr. Gamble. Do you remember where you were at when Pearl Harbor was bombed?
You bet I do. Oh yes, it was after church, and my father and his two brothers, they were physicians in Albert Lea, Minnesota, and they all gathered for Sunday dinner after church. And I can remember everybody huddling around this round radio and the dial. They turned the dial, and I can remember standing in front of the storm door on our living room, looking out, drawing patterns on the condensation, as I knew something was going on. I didn't quite understand it, but things were changed. And I heard Roosevelt say, "And this day will live in infamy." I heard it, and I can remember it in my life. I knew exactly what was going on. I stayed in the Marine Corps until 1971, when I retired as a major. I got back I did 2 tours in Vietnam, and I got back, my wife was sick, she had cancer, and I had 3 children. So I had orders on for Camp Lejeune, and I couldn't take the orders. I was in the zone for selection, so it worked out. I was able to do my 25th year in New Orleans, and I retired, and she died 2 weeks after I retired. So I had to scratch around and put my life back together. But it worked out. And
how old were the children at that time?
13, 11, and 9. When I went off to enlisted in World War II, I warmed up Corsairs at El Toro Marine Air Station in 1946. Get it together.
What is the Corsair?
Corsair is a Marine fighter. It was every bit as good as a P-51 Air Force. It was primarily in Europe. The Corsair was primarily in the Pacific, and it was the only fighter that could match the Jap Zero. You know, there's a story. My cousin, he was a tail gunner on a B-17 flying out of the 15th Air Force in Italy, and he had 4 German fighters to his credit. And he tells the story. He had 2 Focke-Wulf 190s and 2 Me-109s. And he tells the story of Focke-Wulf 190 was coming at him, tail to nose, exchanging fire, and he went up over his tail, and Elba got to rake the belly of the Focke-Wulf 190, and he saw smoke. So the pilot bailed out, and all of a sudden, as they were going away, the pilot came down of the German fighter, and Albert was looking at him. He saw Albert with his twin 50s, and the question was, is he going to cut me in half?